What is ice gonna do for me? What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Paris. I'm back with another video. Today, I told you I was trying to make a video. I'll be back. Kyle, I'm trying to make a video. Okay, what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Paris. I'm back again with another video. Today I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be telling my labor and delivery story. And you wanna be seen so bad. It's not your time yet. Anyway, so let's just get right to the video. Oh, wait, before we do get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, you know, the usual stuff, whatever. Anyway, okay, so now let's get right to the video. Girl, she playing games. Anyway, okay, so y'all, this is actually like a funny story to me. Anyway, so this is a funny story to me. So this all happened October the 27th, 2020, of course. Okay, so it was 3 a.m. I'm asleep, but I normally get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, right? TMI, yeah, whatever. You know, pregnant people go to the bathroom a lot. Anyway, so middle of the night, I'm asleep. All of a sudden, I start cramping. I'm like, bro, come on, like, stop. Like, what is going on? Because my due date was November the 5th. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's just Braxton Hicks or something, you know. So I go back to sleep because, I mean, I could sleep through it because, I mean, it's just a little bit, you know, it's like bearable. So I go back to sleep, and then it's like 5:45-ish, almost 6 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom, like, for real, this time. Oh, I forgot I didn't go when I woke up at 3. I went at 5:45. I sat up on my bed. I'm like, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. But I felt like as soon as I was gonna sit up, I was gonna pee on myself. So I was like, bro, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm not finna just sit here and like pee on myself. So I sat up, bro. I stood up, and I just felt like a gush. And I was like, did I just pee on myself? Like, did I really just pee on myself? The bathroom is not even 10 steps away, and I just peed on myself. Anyways, I was like so disappointed in myself. So I went to the bathroom, and I was like, hold on. My shorts are like soaked. Like, soaked. I sat in the bathroom for a good 10 minutes, like, just looking at my shorts. I'm like, so did my water break, or did I really pee on myself? So then my mom, I finished using the bathroom. I went back in my room to change my pants. So I'm like, excuse her hand, she's doing a lot. Anyway, so I went back in my room to change my pants or whatever, to go back to bed, because I'm just like, okay, maybe I really did just pee on myself. So my mom is up getting ready to go to work, and she's like, what you doing up? I'm like, I just like soaked my pants. She's like, what, did your water break? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, well, I don't know either, because she got induced, so she ain't never experienced her water breaking like at home. So I Google it. I'm like, how you know if your water broke? So basically it's clear and it won't have a scent. Well, it was clear and it didn't have a scent. So I'm like, well, maybe we should, well, my mom was like, maybe we should go. I'm like, okay. So I already had our hospital bags packed or whatever. She calls my dad. He's on the way home. So we got to put the other base in my mom's car, because I already had one in my car. So my dad came home, put the base in my mom's car, and we just chill. Like, we could take our time just getting our stuff, you know. I'm pretty sure we took like 30 minutes just to put everything in the car and leave. So we get ready to go. I guess my dad starts getting emotional. So we leave and go to the hospital. We really just chilling. Like, I could have stopped and got breakfast, bro, but I didn't. Should have. So we get to the emergency room. I ain't know where to go, so we just went to the emergency room. And we're like, we think my water broke, but I don't know. So they're like, okay. So luckily I had already, what do you call it? I pre-registered already, so I didn't have to go through all that filling papers out and all that other stuff. I just had to tell them my name. They looked me up in the system, got me the little bracelet, whatever you call it. And this lady came with a wheelchair. No, first off, she came empty-handed. She was like, you got a wheelchair? I'm like, do I look like I have a wheelchair? I'm sitting in this chair right here. Anyway, so she go get a wheelchair. I'm like, bro, I don't want to sit in this wheelchair. I could walk. Like, I'm fine. I could walk. So my mom's like, you gotta sit in the chair. So I sit in the wheelchair. And my mom went to go get my stuff from the car. And we go to they took me to my room. And she's like, okay, put this gown on. And they had to get a urine sample to make sure my water really broke. So I didn't want to put the gown on because I didn't want them seeing my goodies, you know what I'm saying? But I put the gown on, gave them a urine sample, and it took like a good hour, I think, for them to get the test back to make sure it broke. So by this time it's like 7:30, and I'm chilling in the room waiting on the test results, and they check my cervix, which I hate. I hate getting my cervix. Hated getting my cervix checked, bro. Cause that just don't sit right with me. Anyway, so then what happened after that? Oh, they come back. They're like, "Yep, your water broke." I'm like, "Yeah, cool. Like, let's get this show on the road because I'm ready at this point." But you know, you gotta get to 10 centimeters. My cervix was already like thinned out or thinning out, so I didn't have to wait on that part that much. So basically, it's just a waiting game from here. So me and my mom sitting in the room watching cartoons, and she's like, "You might want to get some rest while you wait." And I'm like, I don't want to go to sleep. Because I really didn't. I didn't want to go to sleep because like, I was just ready for her to get here. And I'm telling y'all, going from 1 centimeter to 10 took the longest time ever. So while we waited for that to happen, I went through so much. You know, so I tested positive for, it's called Group B strep. I'll put the definition like on the screen somewhere. So I tested positive for that. So basically that means I had to be on antibiotics while I had the, like, you know, because you gotta have the IV. So I had to be on antibiotics through the IV too. So hold on. Anyway, so I had to be on antibiotics through the IV. So, you know, they normally put the IV like in your hand, like right here. No, that didn't happen with me. Of course it didn't happen with me. They had to, okay, so the lady poked me in my right arm, like right here. She couldn't get a good vein. She tried one time. And then she's like, oh, we got to bring the big boss in, you know, I forgot what you call them. Yeah, I don't know what you call him, but he had to get the monitor. What is it called? The ultrasound, but for like veins and stuff. And he had to get that, and he poked me 7 or 8 times with a needle. 7 or 8 times with a needle. He did both arms, and we finally got it like in this area of my arm, but on my right side. That was the most annoying part ever. Like, ever. Why would you want to be poked with a needle 7 or 8 times? I was really over it. Like, over it. So, and my mom's a nurse, so she's like, what are you going to do if you can't get it? And he's like, we're going to get it. I'm like, well, you need to hurry up and get it because I'm tired of being poked with this needle. So, we finally got the IV. So now it's just, oh yeah, they did put the monitors on my stomach and stuff. And this part was just like, I don't know, it was like scary. Like any mom would know that's been through it. Like, well, I'm not sure if people have been through this, but her heart rate kept going up and down. So, you know, baby's heart rates are supposed to be like up high, you know, like 150, 140, 140 or higher, whatever. But hers went down to like 80 something, then it went to 90 something, then it went back up to 100. So they had to keep coming in and turning me on my sides. And she only liked when I laid on my left side. I don't know. And then it was, oh, I had to get a COVID test. Y'all, I mean, it's not that bad, but like, it's just the fact that I don't like something being stuck that far on my nose. Like, that was just a no. So she didn't like when I got the COVID test. When I got the COVID test, her heart rate like really dropped. Had the nurses in there panicking and stuff. Like, it was to the point that I almost had to have an emergency C-section. So I'm like, I'm trying to stay calm, but in my head I'm like this girl don't stop playing. She needs to stop playing because I don't want to get cut open. But at the same time, I was like, maybe. And then I was like, no, let me stop. Okay. Cause I was really just waiting for her to get here. And I was scared I was going to poop on myself when I started pushing. But anyway, so her heart rate kept going up and down. So we had to keep an eye on that. So basically the whole time we're waiting for me to get to 10 centimeters. They're flipping me from side to side. Or I got to lay on my back and sit up. And it just wasn't fun. Like, I was worried like the whole time. Because like, you know, I didn't know what was going on. So basically they were like, something with her umbilical cord. And she was like, maybe had been tangled up in there or something. So had to deal with that the whole time. And let me see what else happened. They ask you a whole bunch of questions while you laying in the bed. It's honestly annoying. And the questions that don't make sense to me, they be like, you ever had a what did they say? This your first pregnancy? And then they ask you other questions like you've been pregnant before. And I was like, didn't I just say this my first kid? Like, that don't make sense to me. Anyway. So I had heard that they give you like the paperwork stuff at the worst times, but honestly they gave me mine when I got there. So I filled out everything before she got here. So I just had to wait for them to take it. But anyways, so besides the flipping side to side part, I was just chilling, to be honest. Like, I mean, yeah, I was having contractions and stuff, but like I've had bad period cramps. So that's just what it felt like to me, and I was used to it. So I'm just chilling. I mean, some of them were like a little bit painful, but I have a high pain tolerance, so I was just like, you know. But some of them, yo, they make you want to stop breathing. But then you gotta remember, like, you're breathing for another human being. So my mom was like, you gotta breathe, you gotta breathe. I'm like, bro, I'm trying. And then the worst part for me, yo, besides the heart rate problem, I could not eat. I love food, and I could not eat. So the lady was like, I'll bring you some ice chips. I'm like, what's ice gonna do for me? Like, I mean, I like chewing ice and all, but I am starving. What is ice gonna do for me? Like, I ain't understand. So she brought me some ice. But yo, let me tell you, I got lollipops too. I could eat lollipops. Honestly, it helped more than you think. I was hungry, but like, it was like, you know, I'm hungry. It was bearable. It wasn't like I'm gonna die. So I kept eating ice and eating lollipops. I ate a whole bunch of lollipops. And my mom had to leave the room to go get food because, they don't bring the other person food. Which is kind of sad now I think about it. Like, I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was like, kind of sad. Bless you. Bless you. Anyway, I was sad because, like, they don't bring the other person food, so, like, they gotta go get it themselves. Like, I don't know. It's kind of rude to me. But anyways, so, let me see. Oh, so they were like, do you want the epidural? And I'm like, I don't know yet. They were like, I could get pain medicine or I could get the epidural. And I was like, I don't know. I honestly just wanted to see how long I could go without getting it. And honestly, I went like over half the time without it. So I'm like, I don't know if I want it. My mom's like, what are you waiting for? Just to say that you did it. I'm like, Mom, just let me do me. Anyway, so I ended up getting epidural just because the pain was annoying and I was trying to go to sleep. So they made my mom leave the room. Then a whole bunch of nurses and stuff came in there. Doctor came in there and they put some tape on your back. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna numb your back, and that's the only part that should hurt or whatever. So something like that. And so honestly, it didn't hurt. I don't know. I just sat there and I'm like, bro, can you just like come home? Cause I'm ready to lay back down and go to sleep. But they tell you to make sure you get the epidural like at a time where you could sit still, because if you having like bad contractions, like to the point where you can't take it, and you jump or something while they put the needle in your back, something bad could go wrong. Something could go wrong. But anyway, so I got that epidural and I'm like, yo, this is the greatest thing ever. Like, oh, they gave me that button that you could press to get more. So he was like, if you feel pressure, press the button. If you don't want to feel that pressure no more. So, he was like, but don't let the pain get too bad before I press the button because it's going to hurt or something like that. I don't know. So I was straight, yo. Like, everything was numb. I couldn't feel nothing. Like, when they came in and turned me on my side again, they was like, you comfortable? I'm like, I don't know. I can't feel it, so I guess I am. Oh, yeah, I forgot. They made me put pillow between my legs. And so I'm chilling. Like, the epidural was great. Oh, yeah, when you get the epidural, they put a catheter in because you can't get up and go to the bathroom anymore, obviously, because you're numb. So, got that put in, didn't feel a thing. But I did start feeling pressure again, so I pressed that button. And I was numb. Anyway, so she's like, I'm just watching TV, like I'm just chilling. And I feel like pressure, but like I ain't paying no mind. I'm just thinking it's another contraction. But then my nurse comes in and she's like, if you start feeling pressure down there, like let me know, like continuous pressure, because then it might be time to push. So I'm like, honestly, I'm so numb. I don't know. But I feel pressure. I just don't know if it's the pressure, that you need to know. So, honestly, I love my nurse. She was amazing because she was like, girl, I was praying for you the whole time because, like, it was so scary. Her heart rate kept dropping and stuff. Like, they would be panicking. So, she was like, girl, I can't wait for this baby to come. I'm like, girl, me too. So, anyway, I'm like, can you just check me? Because I honestly think it's time, but I don't know. I'm telling y'all that epidural, yo. It's just a blessing. Anyway, so she's like, girl, you 10 centimeters. I'm like, word. And they're like, yeah. So my mom was like, thank God, finally. So by this time, it's 7, I don't know, 7 something. So a whole bunch of nurses come in there. They're like, Well, this girl next door is finna have her baby, and she was like, you smiling at us. The girl next door not smiling at us. So we finna go deliver her baby. Then we be back because we just gonna give the baby some more time to drop. And you smiling, so it's like, you cool. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm watching TV. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm really finna push a whole human being out. Like, so by this time I'm starting to get like a little bit nervous, but at the same time I'm not. I'm just like, okay, let's get this party started. So we hear when she had a baby, because you know the baby start crying. So we're like, oh, look, baby. Okay. At first I thought my mom was watching the video, but no, it was the girl next door. So anyway, then once they finished with her, they come to my room. And they're like, okay. But y'all, let me tell y'all, they just came in there. They start setting up fast. Like, they get the little things to put your legs up on. I'm like, yo, like, hold on. We starting now? Like, right now? That was quick. Like, y'all, they was on it. They was like, oh, lift your leg up, to put on the thing. I'm like, I can't feel my legs. Like, I need help. So they helped me lift my legs up on the thing. And then she's like, okay, so to push, you gonna grab behind your knees and you gonna push down. I'm like, right now. I'm like, we starting right now. You're not gonna let me have my legs up for a little bit, before you get situated. No, like the doctor even came in, putting her gloves on. Okay, let's get started. Like, I'm like, yo, this quick. So what else happened? Oh, so I'm like looking at my legs and they just shaking. I'm like, Mom, my legs is shaking. Sorry, my phone dying. Anyway, I'm like, yo, my legs is shaking. Like, honestly, I was acting like so weird in the hospital because, like, one, I didn't want my mom looking at my body. I don't like people looking at my body. I didn't want my mom looking at my body. So I'm like, anyway, so I'm like, yo, Mom, my legs shaking. I don't know if I'm cold or if that's the epidural. Anyway, so I was like, oh, no, I was cold. She was like, well, you finna warm up real quick. So then the doctor come in. It was supposed to be my doctor, but she got off work. So then the other doctor came in. And she was like, okay, you're having a contraction. Let's push. I'm like, okay, shoot. So grab behind the leg, start pushing. You got to hold your breath, y'all. Oh, my God. I felt like I was finna die. I'm like, can I breathe now? Like, shoot. She's like, okay, you're going to bear down and you're going to push. I'm like, Mom, how am I supposed to know if I'm doing anything if I can't feel anything? So the first time I pushed, they're like, okay, push, blah, blah, blah. They're like, oh, you're doing good. She was like, you're born to push. I was like, hold on now. Calm that down. She was like, you're born to push. You're a good push. I'm like, okay, cool. So I was like, Mom, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. She's like, you are. The doctor was like, you are. So then she's like, all right, we're going to push again. I think I pushed I'm telling you, maybe 5 times. And then like, oh, one time, I guess I was pushing too much. They was like, stop. I was like, oh, my bad. Y'all said push. And you said push harder, so I did. Anyway, so I pushed her like 5 minutes, and then she came at 7:50 p.m. And y'all, she was a screamer. She was screaming. And so I was like, oh my God, she's so freaking little. Like, she was tiny. Like, I was like, she's so little. That's all I could say when she came out, honestly. I didn't know what else to say. Anyway, so then they took her away, and not like took her away. They just took her to the, whatever you call the thing, to weigh her and, measure her and stuff like that. So she was 5 pounds, 3 ounces, 19 and 1/4 inches long. I forgot the head stuff. I was like 5 pounds because I was when I had went to my last ultrasound, they were like she was 6 pounds and 8 ounces. I was like, that ain't right. But the doctor was like, ultrasounds aren't that accurate. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But it was way off, because 5 pounds, 3 ounces is different from 6 pounds and 8 ounces, honey. Anyway, so I know that she's just talking and going. I'm like, I know I didn't tear her, bro. I didn't want to. I really didn't want to, but I can't control that. So she was like, you just have a small tear and these stitches will dissolve and stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically what happened. So, like, I don't know. Is there anything else? I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, after that, they bring the baby over to you so y'all could do skin to skin. If you want to, you don't have to. But I did. And she was going in on my face, yo. Like, she was hungry. She was trying to eat my face. I was like, ugh. I was like, all that slobber. I don't like that. All that slobber mess on my face. But you can slobber, just don't do it on my face. Then the nurses took our picture. And they were like, are you going to breastfeed or bottle feed? And at first I was going to breastfeed. But y'all, her latch was so strong. Even after, like, a couple of days after she was born. And I just couldn't take it. So I ended up bottle feeding. But I think that's it for this story time. If you want to know about, like, postpartum care and the stuff that I had to go through after birth, let me know. I'll make another video on that. But until then, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, suggest some more video ideas. I'm thinking about changing my YouTube name. I'm not sure. And I need something catchy to say in my intros because I don't know what to be. I don't know. I don't know what to say because, I'm new to this YouTube stuff. I don't know. But anyways, till next time, guys. See, I don't even have a catchy outro. Ah! Why you ain't tell me you was finna do that? That is nasty. Stop. Okay, that's enough. You're done. Okay, y'all. See y'all in the next video.